We are just a couple of weeks out from HHN, starting here at Universal Studios Hollywood. We're going to take a walk around the park today and see all of the things they have up and running. As always, we're not going to waste any time. Let's roll.
This week is past member previews for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drive.
Now, for the past member preview, you will check in by the Dodgers store. At least that is today, the first day of the preview on a Wednesday at 9 a.m. You're given a color-coded wristband that correlates with your respective time, and you have a 2-hour window. So my time was 9 a.m. I have between 9 and 11 in order to jump on the queue to ride the ride. You cannot come after that 2-hour window. They'll only let on individuals with bracelets that's colored to that respective check-in time. They will check both your email reservation and your pass in order to check you in. And then from there, you're good to go. How are you? Good, thank you. The pathway heading towards the entry for the studio tour now is fully decked out in preparation for HHN. Oh my gosh, the detailing here looks so good. Makes you feel like you're in another world, and it kind of reminds me of the scale of detailing that the park utilized for FanFest nights back in April. So I'm actually really happy to see that.
Really good show. You gotta check it out. We wrapped up season 5, and these stages on your right. These stages have also been used for new shows such as Big, starring hundreds of years. maintenance work on something that we like to call Jaws.
Jaws is currently under construction. No. So the lake has been completely drained as they do work on the attraction, but Bruce is actually still out. So you can see the inner workings of the shark animatronic here on the lake. Poor Bruce.
But this is known as Singapore Lake because that's relevant water. Singapore, one time it did. They have changed the facades around a little bit. It is mostly known as Caterpillar Merge Road. So I named it for Lansbury. Familiar productions.
Look at this. And yes, Terrifier will be Christmas themed this year.
What's that doing there? We also have some vehicles from our Jurassic Park, Jurassic World franchise, and that red, white, candy stripe glamour trim. Well, that was one of the original trims introduced to the Studio Tour in 1964. Why is it in the picture car area? Because when it was introduced, people started writing shows that had the characters taking the walk.
You can see all the Christmas trees they have in the back here.
Some of the world famous. And on the right, you have the Bates Motel, Alvin Hitchcock's Thriller Psycho, sang Anthony Perkins, Janet Lee, and Vera Miles. We're currently building our houses for our Halloween Horror Nights event.
The Odyssey now playing in theaters everywhere. Rated R.
It's one of the biggest blockbusters of the year. Christopher Nolan shot almost all of the Odyssey on fantastic locations around the world, including Scotland, Morocco, and Ireland. However, principal photography wrapped up here on the back lot at Deer Falls Lake using that ship.
All right, so back here we have the Ozzy Osbourne house, the front facade looking so good. If you go back a couple videos when this one was first going up, it was kind of hard to make out what exactly they were doing. The theming wasn't really there yet, which is always the case each year with HHN. It's really nice seeing the progress as each day and each week and each month goes by. Really old, vintage, kind of distressed look in the front. Everything looks like it's crumbling and falling apart. I'm honestly most excited for the music. Like, what songs of his are we going to hear throughout the house? What variations of him in character are we going to see throughout the house? Are we going to have different kinds or different versions of Ozzy pop out and scare us, kind of like how they did with Jason Universe last year? Overall, again, I'm just really excited. And I know I've had a lot of Ozzy Osbourne fans in my DM. I'm saying how excited they are for this. So this is probably one of the main ones I'm going to try to hit up first throughout the night. I think it's going to be really popular. So highly recommend, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, do your best to get express or at the very least early entry. And any house that is like at the top of your priority list, you want to make sure you hit it first in the night or as early as possible. Once general entry starts to make their way in at the actual opening around 7 p.m., these lines are going to be long. The entire park is going to be very crowded. It would be great if at that point, like we've done in the past, if you have 2, 3, sometimes even 4 houses under your belt at that point. Right, we got some brand new HHN merch that has dropped, I believe, for Sinners and Terrifier. So let's head into the Universal Studio Store and take a look. We have the full kit and caboodle. All of the houses, all of the IPs, all of the properties are inside this Universal Studio Store here along City Walk. Now, that doesn't mean the one inside the park won't get all of this. There's just other things they're pushing right now, particularly the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift merch, but eventually that's where we'll get all the fun things too. For now though, look at all of this Hellraiser merch. We got t-shirts. We have this cropped tank, which is really cool. I love the chain detailing along the neckline here. That is really fun. We also have cups. We have chrome stickers. We have the diorama acrylic that you can attach to your carousel. Lots and lots of options to choose from for Hellraiser. I feel like that's one thing this year I'm noticing. All of the different properties and IPs that they have announced, they've really put in a lot of effort into bringing us multiple options, multiple offerings, and multiple things you can buy if you're a fan. So not just one kind of t-shirt or one kind of merch option. Ozzy Osbourne, of course, is going to be super popular this year. We have long sleeves coming around here. We also have the tie-dye t-shirts. Love that it's the red and black. This is really cool. And then in terms of some of the merch, I mean, look at this. A spinal column, like what? Who thinks of this? This is really interesting. And again, you can just see how much thought and effort has gone into the design. And again, it goes back to what I said before. Lots of different options. If you're an Ozzy fan, you don't just have one t-shirt to pick one. You have the t-shirt, you have the long sleeve, and a nice wide variety of merch options as well. Same thing applies to Stranger Things. We have the t-shirt we saw inside the store and the mug. If you come here, we also have the baseball tee, which is fun, and now also a glass. So you can get a set, you can just get 1 or 2. But again, we have options. We like options here. And I think one of the most fun announcements we've had so far is the Terrifier Scare Zone taking over what was previously occupied by Blumhouse for the past few years. Super excited to get something fresh, and the fact that it's holiday themed is really, really interesting as well. But again, we got options. We got the t-shirts here, we got the Terrifier mug, we have this fun bag that has his sunflower glasses, and of course the hoodie. I do like the fact that they incorporated the Hollywood sign, because we see it every year, but we never really see it that often reflected in the merch. It's kind of like only if you go on the studio tour or really paying attention that you'll know that we have the specially decorated Hollywood sign. And because this is where the Scare Zone is, you gotta have Terrifier himself on it. So really cool to see that. Of course, we do have the standard Halloween Horror Nights merch also. Sometimes you don't want to rep just one specific IP. You want the main event itself. I do like that we're getting the tie-dye here again. Kind of reminiscent, of course, of the Ozzy Osbourne. That is also the black and red tie-dye. But for Halloween Horror Nights, it fits. So for 2026, we have the big design across the back of the Spirit jersey, and then the small logo up front. They're really showing out when it comes to Sinners this year as well. We've heard John Murdy speak about how as soon as he saw the film and as soon as it blew up and the excitement over that film came out last year and he saw how big it was, he knew he had to bring it to the parks, and boy did they really bring it. So we have the wall decal, we have a themed bag, we have a money clip, and of course we have wearable items as well. So we have this really nice jacket. This one's going for $80. Looks pretty standard on the front, but if you turn it around on the back, we have Club Juke on the back. And if you aren't aware, the Club Juke is the theme of the upcoming haunted house. And then if we scooch over to the left here, we have this newly released Sinners Club Juke t-shirt. The t-shirt is $30. So now we have 3 different wearable items. We have the Sinners, the black Sinners t-shirt we saw in the Universal Studio store in the park. We have this t-shirt, and we also now have the jacket. And then again, smaller items like the money clip. We also have the glass, so you can get this to add to your glassware collection. So again, overall, I have to say I'm pretty happy with a lot of the merch selections available for HHN this year. I love the fact that we get a variety of options, a variety of items to choose from, both in terms of wearable merch and also collector's items or little kitschy items, really giftable items as well. If you're maybe not a huge fan of Stranger Things, but you know someone who is, I mean, whether it's the t-shirt for $30 or a cup, you can definitely find something for everyone. And that's one of the great things about HHN this year. They do their best to cater to all walks of life, all age groups, and all interests. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. So nice seeing the updates specifically for Terrifier. I think that's going to be a big hit this year. So really excited to see how it pulls together. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.